I really used to be into UFOs, but the more you look into UFOs, it looks like, and that's another conspiracy
Well, I actually
theory on
have
its own.
NASA
It looks
sources.
like the government
Listen, I
used
had a guy that
UFOs
was
as
going
a
to give me the
distraction.
full NASA deal, and when he came to the meeting, he couldn't do it. I knew this guy well, and then the next time he was going to meet with me, his heart blew up.
Let's give some
people with their habitation. We can keep track. If there's something very important to be developed from the moon, I'm not sure what it is right now.
Of course you
And
don't.
I sure think you should identify what it is. For
Eddie, you want the truth? I'll give you the truth.
No, I want to hear what he says.
You want to hear about Buzz
Alex,
Aldrin?
I want to hear, but I want to
Yes.
hear what he says first. Let's hear what he says. Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jamie.
America to make such gross expenditures again for human habitation on the moon. We can help. We can join with. Together, we can explore the moon and develop the moon.
And steal tax
We should
money. We
go
could do it
boldly
together.
Oh,
where
bullshit.
man has not gone before.
Is this where he talks about the
Fly by the
obelisk?
comet,
No, it's on my
visit
show. This is
asteroids,
C-SPAN.
visit the
Yeah,
moon
we need to
of
go
Mars.
to.
There's
oh,
a monolith there, a very unusual structure on
Exactly
this
what's wrong with me.
little potato-shaped object.
We need $4 billion
that goes
to go
around
get
Mars
it.
once in 7 hours. When people
You're so
find out
funny.
about that, they're going to say, who put that there? Who put that there? Well, the universe put it there. If you choose,
Come
God
on,
put
man.
it there.
That's like
And
a.
maybe
Come on. That guy wants $4 billion.
I didn't even know he'd gone on another show. That's before. That's after
Oh
me.
my God.
So that's the monolith, that thing that you're looking at? Wow, that's weird.
I don't believe that shit for a second.
Okay. The elite are all about transcendence and living forever and the secrets of the universe, and they want to know all this. Some are good, some are bad, some are a mix. But the good ones don't ever want to organize. The bad ones tend to want to organize because they lust after power. Powerful consciousnesses don't want to dominate other people. They want to empower them, so they don't tend to get together until things are really late in the game. Then they come together. Evil's always defeated because good is so much stronger. And we're on this planet, and Einstein's physics showed it, Max Planck's physics showed it, all. There's at least 12 dimensions. And now that's why all the top scientists and billionaires are coming out saying it's a false hologram. It is artificial. The computers are scanning it and finding tension points where it's artificially projected and gravity's bleeding in to this universe. That's what they call dark matter. So we're like a thought or a dream that's a wisp in some computer program, some God's mind, whatever. They're proving it all. It's all coming out. Now, there's like this sub-transmission zone below the third dimension that's just turned over to the most horrible things is what it resonates to. And it's trying to get up into the third dimension that's just a basic level consciousness to launch into the next levels. And our species is already way up in the fifth, sixth dimension, consciously our best people. But there's this big war trying to like basically destroy humanity because humanity has free will and there's a decision to which level we want to go to. We have free will, so evil's allowed to come and contend, not just good. And the elites themselves believe they're racing using human technology to try to take our best minds and build some type of breakaway civilization where they're going to merge with machines, transcend, and break away from the failed species that is man.
Projects that we know are in development for military use and should hit the battlefield in the coming years include the Knife Fish, an underwater mine-sweeping robot that will replace the Navy's trained dolphins and sea lions in 2017.
Which is kind of like a false transmission because they're thinking what they are is ugly and bad, projecting it onto themselves instead of believing, no, it's a human test about building us up. And so Google was set up 18, 19 years ago. I knew about this before it was declassified. I'm just saying I have good sources. That they wanted to build a giant artificial system, and Google believes that the first artificial intelligence will be a supercomputer based on the neuron activities of the hive mind of humanity, with billions of people wired into it with the Internet of Things. And so all of our thoughts go into it, and we're actually building a computer that has real neurons in real time that's also psychically connected to us, that are organic creatures, so that they will have current prediction powers, future prediction powers, a true crystal ball. But the big secret is, once you have a crystal ball and know the future, you can add stimuli beforehand and make decisions that control the future. And so then it's the end of consciousness and free will for individuals, as we know, and a true 2.0 in a very bad way, hive mind consciousness with an AI jacked into everyone, knowing our hopes and dreams, delivering it to us, not in some PKD wirehead system where we plug in and give up on consciousness because of unlimited pleasure, but because we were already wired in and absorbed before we knew it by giving over our consciousness to this system by our daily decisions that it was able to manipulate and control into a larger system.
As soldiers from the world's richest countries will soon rarely come face to face with their enemies. This is a profile of the robotic takeover of the world's militaries. The robotics industry is projected to hit $7.5 billion by 2018, but it's not just governments doing the investing. Google has begun buying up robotics companies, positioning itself to dominate the commercial market, estimated to be worth around $37 billion by 2018. Tiny surveillance drones the size of small birds or insects. Boston Dynamics humanoid robots will be used for search and rescue, and their big dog robotic pack mule will accompany soldiers into terrain that's too difficult for conventional vehicles.
There's now a human counterstrike taking place to shut this off before it gets fully into place, and to block these systems, and to try to have an actual debate about where humanity goes, and cut off the pedophiles and psychic vampires that are control of this AI system before humanity's destroyed.
Wait a
Humanity
the
is
pedophiles
only
in control of AI. How'd the pedophiles get in control of AI?
The pedophiles at a whatever level,
rule.
the devil, whatever you want to call it, this interdimensional thing that gives them advanced off-world technology, the fallen one that's not of this world, is giving them advanced knowledge
What
on
are
how
you
to
talking-
construct
wait a minute,
these
what is-
systems
what is
that have already
that?
been used before on other populations.
What?
Is that Satan?
But what are you
That's
talking
Satan.
about?
That's Satan.
But explain that. You're
Well, I mean,
saying something
Satan becomes
insane.
something that the stupid preacher tells you about, who's totally controlled, or something you read about on in the news or TV.
Right.
But this is an interdimensional force.
Instead of dragging this out to some nefarious end, isn't it entirely possible that all these futurists, all these technological innovators, they all see the same end game? That there's going to be some sort of a complete integration
I agree with
between
you.
people
But it's
and
beyond that. It's
artificial
beyond that. It's beyond
intelligence.
that. Historically, everybody saw this coming.
Right.
And so this big
All
battle.
the futurists, all the people that study the future.
Before silicon chips were created. The point
Marshall McLuhan, I think it was in the 1970s, said that human beings are the sex organs of the machine world.